Hello everyone, I'm Rubber Duck Gaming and welcome back to Airline Empires. So today we're going to be exploring how to fly some new routes and to take a look at our route management. As you can see, I actually started up a new airline in World S4E. You can have multiple airlines at a time. I wouldn't recommend having more than 2 airlines at a time because it takes a lot of work into one airline. So to have 2 to basically double that workload, I just wouldn't recommend doing it. But I thought I'd start this one up for fun, especially because I'm ranked number 1. This one, I think I'm just doing better just because I actually didn't make that mistake with the in-flight service like I did with this one. But anyways, this world is more competition, but I gotta check out my new plane that's just come in. So here is our message. I just got a 737, which is epic. Now, as you can see, if we take a look at the rankings, as you can see, I'm ranked number 5. So I am almost encroaching on rank number 4. I actually generally am fluctuating between rank number 4 and 6, as we're still in the early game and airlines keep fluctuating and leasing and buying planes. But currently my biggest competitor seems to be American Airlines, because we are basically just like less than $100 million in value apart. And we're basically fighting it to the death. Not really though, we're not really like actually competing against each other because I don't think we operate any of the same routes. But anyways, since I'm going to be showing you how to create a new route. Although, the first thing I want to do is I want to check to make sure this route is done. So, we simply type in the airport code, MSP, and it already showed up because I built a terminal there and have a bunch of slots. I want to fly to Orlando. The airport code there is MCO, Orlando International. Alright, we're just going to click on that. As you can see, I've completely filled this up. So this is what a filled route will look like. Obviously, if you're doing business or first class, you're going to see all this stuff filled up with red. But red, as you can see, seats on market versus the daily demand. I'm happy with this, so let's make a new route. So, the first thing to do to create a new route is go to Browse Airports, because obviously you might know a few ones near you, but you might not. So we're just going to go within 1,000 miles of Minneapolis. List the airports. And it's going to show me the biggest airports around. If it will actually list me the airports, please. So as you can see, the ones that I am not flying to are Atlanta. Chicago, I know for a fact there's way too much competition there. But Toronto, I know there's competition, but Charlotte Douglas is a good one. And I personally think this is what I want to go to, so let's research that. I might actually go to Raleigh. That's near there and probably is easier to fill up. Because as you can see, if we press show aircraft, we only have this 177. We can probably add a flight with this A320 spare that I have left over, but I think we're going to go to Raleigh because it actually has less demand. So the airport code for Raleigh-Durham International is RDU. We can press research route. Come on there. As you can see, 781. This seems a bit more manageable for an airline of my size. It doesn't have enough idle planes, so we're just going to lease a gate. Perfect. Alright, now that we've leased our gate, we can start adding the flights. So we're just going to add as many as possible. 28 from this and an extra 1 from that. Alright, add the flights. And I might need to add flights there. As you can see, we've almost filled up the demand. I'm making 330K a day with my ultimate IFS setup that is going to be in that icon on the top right there. Or linked in the description below if you're watching this on mobile. But that is pretty good for that. So I wanted to check something. We can check our view pending deliveries. As you can see, on August 19th, that's only in, if we click right here, 6 minutes. So I'm happy waiting for that. But let's always check the used market. You always want to check the used market because the used market means you can get a plane immediately without having to worry about basically waiting for it to deliver or making like down payments and stuff. And generally, used market, just constantly check it. I have gotten several planes, all from the used market. They're all ATRs, but like I got a couple of these, and they really boosted my capacity. And you want to snatch them up before anyone else can get them. And that's the way I assume these airlines up here, the biggest ones, are expanding. Because I think they might be snatching up planes on the used market, because this airline right here keeps like yeah, they used to have way more of these, and probably more of these, but they keep dumping them on the used market. I don't know, maybe they're not paying the leases or something. But apparently a bunch of their planes keep coming, so we we can actually press on aircraft and you can see the individual histories of your plane. So I think that 119 is the one I'm looking at. Nope, that's the wrong one. Alright, where is it? 279? Nope, that one was just delivered. Alright, 299. Alright, I'm gonna have to find the right one here. I think it's a bit of an older one, maybe. Oh no, it's 373. It's gotta be. That's gotta be one of them. As you can see, most of them I got myself. So let's take a look. As you can see, this airline, they had it delivered back in May of 1990. And then November 1990, they bought it from the leaser, and suddenly they sold it. So I take it that they just didn't want it anymore, and so just wanted to sold it off. Fortunately, I noticed it was on the used market in December, and I just quickly snapped it up. So I basically got a plane immediately without having to wait for it to come in. As you can see, we have our very mad employees. They are not happy. They're pretty mad, actually. We are paying $14 million a month. I'd love it if we could pay them less, but $7 an hour, minimum wage. Fortunately, our reputation isn't too affected, so I don't care. As you can see, here is that in-flight service I was talking about. This one is bad. This one is good. I made a video correcting the mistake I made in the first video, which is linked in the iCard on the top. I already linked it there, but whatever. Alright, so hopefully any moment now we should be seeing the turn of the day. If we press this home button here. 4 minutes, that's fine. So I might want to get some people in my alliance. Here's Maple, they just started. So let's try inviting them. So in order to invite someone to your alliance, if you're deciding to run your own alliance, just click here, click Manage Alliance. Not there. Click here and just, or you can type it in, or you can search it up. So I'm going to invite Maple. Let's see if they accept it. Alright, Maple, here we go. So this person just got a small route up there. You can tap on each of these blue things to see. So they're operating to Cleveland, and they're operating to Boston, which is interesting. Oh wow, we got a bunch of these. What exactly is this? Yeah, this is a helicopter. I don't exactly know why a lot of people seem to be going for these. People have gone for these a lot. Generally, don't get helicopters because this is an airline simulation, not a helicopter line simulation. Okay, see, here's the thing. The reason why I don't want to get helicopters is basically, that's not what this game is designed for. In fact, I don't even know why they're in the game, but if you're actually running a serious airline, don't get them. If you really want to do, like, a serious airline, basically don't get anything with less than 50 seats. So, this kind of stuff, minimum amount of seats. Okay, so maybe you can go a bit under, like, 39, like, maybe these cost of things, but look, here's the thing. Anything with less than 50 seats becomes increasingly harder and harder to profit from, and it also means it probably doesn't have any range. And for an airline simulation, where as you can see, if we go to the rankings, come on, like, let's take a look at the biggest airlines. As you can see, they're flying, like, super big routes like this, and I'm flying super big routes like this, too, you know? So here's American Airlines. You can see, flying super big routes, all the way over to Hawaii, to London. And as you can see, me, especially me, if it loads. Question is, why can't this computer load a simple browser game? Alright, so, as you can see, here's me. I'm running a lot of routes to Europe with my 757s. 757s are very good, I find, for running routes internationally. Because they can reach Europe from almost anywhere in the US. I think it's like, maybe, like, obviously not from the West Coast, I believe, but, like, maybe around, like, Minneapolis for sure, and anything on the East Coast. So here's my fleet currently. Generally, you don't want to have a too diverse fleet. But generally, I think I've done it a bit more diverse of a fleet than you'd want. As you can see, I'm operating planes in the same market. But the reason why I'm doing that is just so I can get planes delivered faster. And also, I've actually been ordering these planes instead of leasing them. Because if you lease planes, that money just goes away and is removed from your value. So, in order for me to stay ahead, I want to make sure that I have keep ordering planes and not leasing them, because I have enough money to lease planes. Oh, Alright, we just got the new plane. That is exactly what I was hoping for. So if we can click on this, the order has been delivered. And let's go ahead and fly this on our route to Charlotte Douglas. I just go through the opening route section, but you can just press on this route to browse your routes and select the one. But once you get to be a bigger one, it's going to be a bit harder to find it. So, actually, Raleigh-Durham is where I went. So let's click on that, press research routes. And as you can see, I actually filled that up already, so I'm pretty happy with that. So I think it's about time we find somewhere else. And I'm thinking we want to find somewhere nearby. How about El Paso? Since I filled this up, I don't have to worry about it. So let's go to El Paso. That actually might be a bit small. Yeah, only 251. That's too small. I already fly New Orleans. I guess we could fly somewhere in Florida maybe again. Good question. I don't actually know where to fly. So we're going to use the Browse Airports feature. So within 0 and 1,000 miles of Minneapolis. There we go. List the airports. And we're just going to find one to fly in. Philadelphia, I already fly there. I think Pittsburgh might be a good idea, but see Nashville here, and I like the idea of that. Oh yeah, Salt Lake City, I keep forgetting about that. That's where I usually base my airlines, but I want to do something different, because, I mean, if you do the same thing every time, it's a bit boring. Alright, someone's already flying it, but they're not flying the whole thing. As you can see, there are the seats on market. They're operating first in business. They're operating a bit much of first, so I wouldn't fly that if I had any aircraft with first. But since I do all economy, I'm happy flying this. I guess I'll just put everything I have. 4 flights a day. Lease the gate. Come on. And here we go. Let's scroll all the way down, select every flight, and put it on. And I don't think they'll fill up all the demand, but they're not filling up all the demand either. So I guess that leaves room for someone else to come. I am filling up more demand than they are. Now, you can actually, this is pretty funny, you can click on competition, you can see exactly what they're doing. So they're part of a different alliance. They're doing first, business and economy. They're doing it, 1 times less daily, and I guess they're doing, less seats overall too, yeah. They're doing MD-80s instead of A320s. A320s can have more seats. And see, this is a route finance. As you can see, in-flight service is giving me 100k, that's because I have the ultimate one. And the ticket sales are giving me 418k. As you can see, expenses, fuel is almost always going to be your biggest expense. So, you always want to make sure to use fuel-efficient aircraft. Like, for a route like this, well, first of all, the Concorde, just don't use it. A lot of people use it just because, you know, it's the Concorde, everyone loves the Concorde. Don't use it. It literally, I have found about maybe 2 or 3 routes that make money with it. In the whole of my time playing the game, and all of the airlines I've created, I've ordered the Concorde in several, and, like, only one airline I think was ever able to make money by flying, like, some dumb route to Cancun or something that was a bit long, but, like, when I changed it out for a different plane, I made even more money, so basically it was still wasting money even though I was technically making a profit. So just don't buy it. Nothing's on the used aircraft market, but I think I'm happy to end this episode here. The schedule is currently Monday and Friday. I had a bit of trouble meeting this week's schedule, so don't be surprised if a video doesn't go up sometimes. But I will definitely try and meet the schedules. I'm probably going to play more games similar to this. That probably won't start for a while. As you can see, my other airline actually just got a plane, so I think I better get off the camera, and I better just go and deal with that. So, I'm gonna say thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye!